Alright, hey, what's up YouTube? So everything you need for your AC for your B series, I have everything in there already. As you see, I got the power steering. This is from a CRV. The stamp on it is P54, so the stamp will be right underneath it. This is also a P54 for your AC bracket. I just didn't have the pulley, so I went and bought one from some person online and got everything on it, so it's all down there. Now I'm replacing the bolts because I lost some. Here is the size for them. They are M6 1.00 times 20. They're 20 millimeters long, so that's what they look like. Gonna be putting them in there. It's got new O-rings in there already. Just gotta screw them down and everything, and then fill it up. Well, I'm gonna vacuum it first. I have a vacuum that I hook up to my compressor so it can suck all the moisture out. Then we're gonna fill it up. But yeah, and here's the power steering belt that I'm gonna be putting on now. I'm just loosening up all the bolts, so it's gonna be this bolt and the one down there, and then this will drop down so I can put the belt on. All right, stay tuned. All right, so I did put the belt on. So how I put it on, I just put it, turn this all the way to the left to loosen the belt. These are 12 millimeters, top, bottom. Loosen them so that way it drops down. And then once you put the belt over the first pulley, go back down here, turn your wheel all the way to the left. You see it right here. Here's the belt. And I just slipped it over it, popped it on. And now you're gonna go back up to this screw, tighten it. This is gonna pull the pulley up. You're gonna just keep going until it starts pulling it up. And then you'll tighten these two bolts and then fill it up. It's gonna suck it down, so if you drain some of this fluid out, you're gonna lose about, I think it's 2 quarts. But yeah, so I'm gonna tighten this down, get the belt nice and tight, fill it up, turn the steering wheel left and right, pop off the cap again, check the fluids, make sure it's all good. Finish putting these bolts in, vacuum it, and then we should have AC and power steering again, boys. I'm sweating right now, so I'm gonna put all that together and then I'll show you the vacuuming part. Hey guys, so now I got my gauges all hooked up. This is my Harbor Freight. There's a vacuum pump that you hook up to an air compressor and it'll suck the moisture out of it. So what I do is, I got a 21 gallon. Yeah, it's a mess right now. I had to grab everything out of my shed to find most of my parts. But it's a 21 gallon, 2.5 horse. So you hook up the middle line like that, just follow it. It's supposed to be yellow, but I had this for so long it faded. And you hook it up to there, and you connect this part right here. What you're gonna wanna do then is open up these valves, and then open up the valves up here. So watch, connect it. Open them up. Sorry you can't see, hold on. Open up both lines and open up all these and you'll see it. Look at that. See that? Oh, that's great. And this will suck all the moisture out. Alright, now stay tuned. I'm going to let it sit like this for about 20-30 minutes. Alright YouTube, so I pulled vacuum on it and it held at like 25 mercury. If you want to get it as low as possible, the lower the better. Mine held at 25 and it stayed there for about 20 minutes. As you can see now it's dark. Hold on, let me go turn that light back on. Alright, so once you have everything hooked up, running, no leaks, so I'm proud of that. I'm really happy. My first time ever doing this on a whole different motor and everything, so I'm glad everything worked out. I paid $40 for the power steering pump with the brackets, $40 for the AC bracket with the pulley, and then I just used my old D series from my D series motor. Now I gotta clean up all this mess because I was trying to find bolts and I could not find them. As you can see, I have everything. I took a lot of shit out of my shed just to try to find these bolts. I have it in bags and stuff, but I guess I threw them away or something. But AutoZone does sell them, so I bought the belt and the bolts at AutoZone. And like I said before, they were M1, let me see, these ones. M6 1.0 20 millimeter. They fit perfectly, no leaks. Now my only problem is my AC blower motor went out, so now I have cold AC, but the motor just took a shit, so now I don't have cold air blowing through it. It's just sitting in the dash, but the pipe gets freezing cold now, which is great. Power steering, oh my god, it works amazing. I can actually turn it left and right easy now. And now all I got to do is wait for my turbo manifold. I'm just getting a cheap eBay one. It says it's AC friendly, so same like my D series, it's gonna go right here. I'm gonna use my old turbo, old wastegate and everything. I think my wastegate is bad though. I think it's stuck, because last time I went to take it for a ride, it spiked up all the way to like 15 psi or something like that, 20 psi, and I think that's what killed my motor. I wasn't paying attention to the boost, and I was like, oh, this is going really fast. But yeah, pay attention to your boost gauge. I wasn't. I was just like in the moment happy that it was burning out in third gear, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then it started playing knock knock jokes. But I'll be taking apart that D series next, seeing what got messed up. I already replaced the bearings and it still was knocking slightly, so it's not too bad. But if the crank's fucked, then I might just junk the motor or just get another crank from the junkyard. We'll see. But I'm just glad this is all good. Now I just have to get a intake, the blower motor. It's on its way. I'm waiting for it. It says it'll be here on the 19th. But yeah, so when you do the vacuum, just make sure you suck all that moisture out, because if you just hook up the AC and everything and throw it together like I did in the truck, your compressor's gonna go bad. It's gonna lock up. It's gonna make a grinding noise. Ask me how I know. So that's why I bought that Harbor Freight vacuum pump, and it worked great. It held the pounds down, didn't have any leaks. It's fully charged now, but since the air's not blowing it anywhere, it's just sitting in the dash, so it sucks. But I can feel like cold air if I drive. But now my girlfriend can also drive the car, because she didn't want to drive it with no power steering. I don't care about power steering, but she wanted the power steering in it, so I just put it in for now. If I ever didn't want to have power steering, I just take off the belt. Easy as that. But yeah, so the other thing I got to make sure is that the manifold, it is power steering friendly. I know my D series, I think it was, I believe. Yeah, it was. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next video will be probably when I get the blower motor. I'll show you how to replace that next. Thanks for watching, guys.